Alright, so we are back and I've been busy again. You can see that there are no more red blips in this area. All the way down to the end of this ridge. And you can see there is a line of power lines going down there. I cleared out everything. Next, I need to go around here. And I need to get rid of these guys because they're still coming down and making issues. But other than that, I'm looking pretty decent. There is a bit right here I'm probably going to have to deal with soon. Oh, and I also built a wall here just to kind of keep anything out that comes across here if these aren't working and stuff gets that way. Basically, I'm planning on going down there and pumping that. I've actually made the pumps right there, and we're going to pump that. But I want to work on circuits today. And to work on circuits, we need to work on making that tinned copper wire. So we need to make tinned wire coils, which needs molten tin, molten copper in a strand casting machine with water. And obviously you make both of those in induction furnaces. So we're going to need 2 blast furnaces, which I have. And we're going to need strand casters and induction furnaces. So we're basically setting it up exactly like this one, except we need that. This will be, we're going to do the tin on this side because of the coke being here. And then we'll do the copper on this side and send the oxygen in from over there. Oh, speaking of oxygen, I have been running into a bunch of issues with not having enough oxygen, so I put in a pump to keep this pipe pressurized. And you can see we have almost no hydrogen. We also now have 6 of the hydrogen burners. And we also have 4 less of the carbon ones up here. Because at night, I end up with so much power. During the day, boilers barely need to run because there's so much solar. And at night, the accumulators and the hydrogen ones can almost handle it. I turned these off and tried. It can't completely do it. But almost. Alright, so we need 2 induction furnaces, and then we need to look at these. So let's see. We need that. So it wants the copper and the tin in on the same side, the water in on the opposite side. So how do I want to do this? I could easily do it like this. That has the copper on the right side and the tin on the right side. But then I'd only be able to hook up one of these. If we take that out, and we move it up about that far, I'm going to stick with this one just to see if that's fast enough. So this is the molten tin. This is the molten copper. We're just going to see how well this can keep up. I need to switch this back to not that one. That one. So we'll hook it up like that, basically. And then if I need to move these, if I'm going to use them, I can do that and connect them across there. Get my butt out of here. Alright, so we need that across like that. And I actually made some lit versions of these. I don't think that's going to go far enough across. We'll have to check and see here. Yeah, that's not going to go far enough. We're going to have to move that in. And then we'll move this one in. And if that's not enough, we can always throw an extra one on the other side. Alright, so we need to do this. We're going to have to put one of those in there. Bring that across there. And I guess we're using medium ones here. We can get all the way across. And now we need the Coke in that one, which I can easily just split that off there, jump it over like that, and bring it down here. That'll take care of that part. And we've got, oh wait a minute, that's a carbon, that's not the Coke. Okay, that's the one that needs to go to both sides, because that's the fuel. Oops. We need to get this across here without getting in the way of that too awful much. Forgot the Coke comes across the bottom. There. Now, grab this, drag it across here. Only needs to go to there. And we need that. And it needs to be set like that. There we go. That'll take care of the tin. And we have our tin in there. Now we need to get our oxygen, which we can just bring down. Across here. And then back up right there. There we go. Now we have our copper. That's going in here, getting smelted, and going in there. So now all we need is water. We have an offshore pump. By the way, I added an offshore pump up here for the electrolyzers, instead of just using those ground bores, because those ground bores do seriously kind of suck. Alright, so this is the one we need. And we're going to bring that up one. And that's seriously one off. Kiss my booty. There we go. And we put that in there. Now it has all of the fluids it needs. And we can add that, which should take care of powering all three of them. If we do all three. And there's our tin wire coils. So we're just going to set each one of them up like that. How is the fluid doing? Oh, it's doing great. Alright. So then let's go ahead and that's the tin. And then this one is for the copper. And now we just need to get the water hooked up to all three of them. That one's going to be a pain in the butt. That's going to have to move over there. There we go. They all have their water now. We just need to move that up one. Oh. I need that. Now they all have their water. And then power that. And then we can just bring this up like so. We'll have each of the side ones go into the middle one. And then send that right on out to our circuit fabrication area. And by the way, I did all the geode and gem stuff. That's all taken care of now. I'm going to start on the fermentation, get that done, then the nutrition and the oil pressing, and then the farming. I also did the phosphorus that we had up in here that needed done. And maybe I'll work on the, well, I can't do these until I set up that one thing. Alright, so now, holy crap, we are really running out of that. There is one, that's Givotype, Bimonium is right there. So I'm going to have to come and take out probably all three of these. and then I can get that, and with that being Givotite, I can go ahead and grab it as well, because this one, when we're actually running, by the way, I've got to deal with this again. We're going to be setting up some trains soon so I can figure out something to do with all that stuff. But let's go look up here in the circuit area. So the tin plates are needed up here for these. So we're still going to need the tin plates. We're just not going to need them here. This is going to change over. Instead of this, it's going to be undoing the coils. So we need to send those tinned wires up here. Problem is, my farming area is kind of in the way. I might need to move that of where I should probably be sending it. But actually, since we have this circuit area over here, and I think what I might just do is send the tinned up through here. Through that other side. I should be able to get right up through here. Now, I want to keep it on this side of the pipes, because those pipes are basically everything to the right of that pipe. I've kind of been using as my pipeline area. I can do that. Come over a little bit here. And before I do anything else, let's deal with this, because that is definitely not needed going all the way up around like that. That's just excessively spaghetti just for the point of being spaghetti. I'm sure I had some reason for it to be going that way when I originally set it up. Which we still need to get the slag processing stuff done. We'll do that sometime soon, I hope. Alright, I'm going to turn this here, and I'm going to bring it right up along the side of that. Alright, so if we're going to move this over there, the only thing we don't have over there is the carbon and the solder. And the solder we can easily bring over. We'll probably have to do it down here. We don't have, well, I bet I could fit it right in there. We can bring it right across there, I think. Now, why on earth would you do that? There, that's better. Now we just need to do that, which was not far enough. There we go. Like that. No, we're not using those. There. And that will get our solder over here in the same general area as everything else. So now we're gonna make, can I make the blue one? No, the blue one needs the red circuit. Alright, so I'm gonna make like 4 of these. And we need, I'm probably gonna do this like right up in this area, I think. Which, speaking of those red circuits, it's about time we get started on them. So circuit board needs phenolic board, copper, tin, ferric chloride solution. And then if we're doing the actual circuit, we're going to need transistors along with the basic components we're already making. The phenolic board is resin and wood. So how do we get resin? It used to be we could just take it right out of wood. I don't know if there's any other way of doing it now. Well, let's look and see here. So resin, there's liquid resin. This is bio stuff, and this is the regular resin thing. So we need urea gas and formaldehyde to get liquid resin. Urea is ammonia and carbon dioxide. We already have the carbon dioxide. The ammonia, we have to do this, which I'm still dreading, because I have to do this, which I don't like. Formaldehyde is green with methanol, and that's basically it. And the green is aluminum and silver. We do have aluminum and silver, but I do believe we can do, let's look. I don't know if we're going to have enough to do this, but if I do slag slurry, I can get iron and copper, lead and tin, silicon and silver, and then eventually I can do gold and nickel, zinc and titanium, aluminum, manganese, and chrome. So I would have to use the aluminum until I get to this. And that's down quite a ways into the blue stuff. But we do have aluminum over here. Let's see, silicon, zinc, aluminum. So we got a pretty decent amount of aluminum. We'll have to use that. So I got to figure out what I'm doing about that. I think I got some there. Some tin I need to get rid of. Alright, so give me a minute. I'm going to set up a circuit area here, and I'll be back to show you what I ended up with. Alright, we are just about ready to kick this thing on. So let's see how it works. That will be where they go. So we basically brought our boards up this way, and we have our components and our solder coming up here. I put in 3 of these for assembling the parts, which it looks like I could easily do another one. Probably a couple more because they're not needing it. And it looks like we're keeping up pretty decently with the boards. It does look like we're going to have to put a red line in there, I think, if we do any more of these components, or we're going to have to do a double line instead of doing it like I did here. And by the way, we've been going through all of these things. Apparently we have a fish thing we can do as well. But with this, we can now, which I want to do it here, we're going to put this up this direction and have it come over here, which I guess I should have done it one lower since this is where the old one is. But this is going to be way faster than what we had before, so we were only doing 1 and it was running very, very slow. Now we're doing at least 4, which we're going to need faster belts, faster inserters. So we need to get working on that as well. But we got at least 1, 2 of them running all the time, where this one was barely ever running. So I'll go ahead and dismantle this. And unless we have anything pressing, other than me dealing with the issue I have down there with those green algae, I think we might have a automation video next time to work on getting the red belts and the second assembler and the faster inserter, stuff like that done. So that's the start of my next tier circuit stuff. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.